Greetings, everybody. I am Lobo, and welcome to Luna. This is a little pre-World Tour bonus episode I'm putting together for you guys. It's been a while since we've done a bonus episode, but I think one is justified at this point because I was thinking about the World Tour. I was actually getting ready to start filming the World Tour, and then I realized, oh wait, there was something I wanted to do before the World Tour. And I was going to go ahead and just do it on my own, but I figure, you know, some of you guys might want to come along for the ride. And if you do, well, follow me right over this way to the Explorers Lodge. Actually, the site of our most recent project, the airship that we built in last episode, right up there. Yeah, because there is something else I wanted to do over here at the Explorers Lodge. And you might be able to pick up on it. I mean, it might be fairly obvious as we walk in here. You'll notice we have cartography tables all around the place. We have cartographers, but what we don't have are any maps. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. That's not entirely true. Hold on. We got one map. We've got one map over here of Luna from back in the day. As you can see, things have changed quite dramatically since this point. You know, we got the farm district right here. We got the approach right here, back before the approach was the approach. And, you know, this is something I wanted to do. I wanted to document this series in maps, but problem is I didn't do that. And it's kind of too late to go back and do it now. But from this point forward, it is something I would like to do. Maybe like every World Tour or something like that. Somewhere around that time. Anyway, I'm thinking maybe right up here would be a good place for a map wall. So before we can get our maps up, we need to go ahead and make some room for those maps so we can pin them to the wall. And I've done some calculations, kind of tried to figure out how big this would need to be in order to get the greater Luna area on this wall, like the entire city plus some of the surrounding lands. And it's going to end up being, I think, about 7 blocks wide. So from like right here to the opposite side of this post right here, and then 6 blocks tall. And that should be enough space to do what we want to do. So something like this should work. That should work. Let's go ahead and back up and see what we think of it. Hello there. Listen, you're not a member of this lodge, so I'm gonna need you to vacate the premises, okay? Okay? Look at this, the disrespect. You know what? No, you don't start taking apart the approach before World Tour. No. Negative. He's teleporting. He's up to something. He's gonna dismantle my world before the World Tour. This is unacceptable. Where are you? I'm not scared. A little scared. How much you want to bet he went underground here? How much you want to bet? Now that's a horsey. Hello? Oh, I see. He wants to play games. He wants to play games. You know, if you put this grass block back where you found it, all is forgiven. Or you can at least just tell me where you took it from. What in the world? Alright, well it seems like for now, we've just acquired an excess grass block. I'm sure we will figure out where it goes eventually, because I'm sure as I'm walking along here one day, I'm just going to fall into a random hole, and then we know where this guy went. So, yeah. Anyway, we wanted to see how the map wall is gonna look. Yeah, that'll work. So just so you guys know, I'm not going to put up the entire map wall in today's bonus episode. We're actually going to leave this little 3x3 area here at the center blank and fill this in next episode, because that's an achievement, having a 3x3 area. And you know, if you watch any of my previous World Tours, I like to kick things off with an achievement, so that's what we're going to do. We will fill in this border though. We will fill in everything else, just not the center 3x3. So let's go ahead and get this process started. Where do we want to actually start this process? Thinking maybe we'll start it maybe over here-ish, like at the far corner of the approach, and kind of figure out like how we need to do this. Yeah, we'll probably need to go over at least one more map in order to get like this side of Luna in there. So if we were to map out this area as like the bottom second from the right, something like that should work. Basically, my plan is to just do one row at a time, working my way from the south to the north, and just kind of zigzagging back and forth until we get what we need to get, right? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and put on a little bit of music and do some mapping. And that should just about do it. All right, so we got most of the map up on the wall, aside from that center 3x3, and I really wish I could show you guys a full map since you guys, were here for the process of mapping it. But if it's any consolation, I don't get to see the full thing either until next episode, so, we'll see it together. It'll be fun, it'll be good. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this map is actually now 7x7. I raised this up a little bit just so we could have a little bit more room to kind of fit the top of Enchantry Island over there in the map because it was getting cut off. So, yeah, I think overall, though, that's a better look for it anyway. It's nice and square, right? I forgot something. I mentioned earlier I wanted to document the process of building up Luna, which means we need locked maps, not maps that are going to update once we take them off the wall and if we travel around with them or anything like that. So, yeah, this should work. We'll lock all the maps that we just created. That way we always have the episode 200 map at our disposal, right? Even when we make a new map, I fell down. So even when we make a new map at the next World Tour, we'll still have this one like in the archive somewhere for us to look at for reference. All right, so all the maps that are currently on the wall are now locked. Now we're to the final 9 maps, and unfortunately, it took me until the final 9 maps to really perfect my technique for locking these maps. Look how smooth, how quickly this is going. Oh, if only the rest of this process was as smooth as this. And now I'm kind of deviating from the plan here, but I'm kind of, I figure while we are making maps, maybe we can go ahead and map out some of the areas outside of Luna as well. For instance, Wharf over here. I think we can go ahead and put a map up of this in the Explorer's Lodge. Oh, and I was really hoping it would all fit on one map, but that might be too much to ask for. Okay, so where's the next part of this going to be? Let me situate myself real quick. So there's the crane, which means we're facing this way, which means we need to get the southern area, which is the Elytra landing pad. Of course, it's the Elytra landing pad area. So we can situate this guy right up in here like this. And while we're at it, I mean, why not just go ahead and map out Ender Island as well? But this is going to be it. This is going to be it. So boom and boom, and I think I've kind of not mapped out the entire thing. I've missed some of the corners. And also a bit of the island as well, apparently. But I got to film the World Tour. I don't have time to do this right now. We'll fix this later. But let's not focus on that failure. Let's focus on this success instead. Look at that. Let that stick in your mind, But, I think eventually I will come in and we're going to continually map out stuff around Luna. So eventually I will come in here and just kind of, map out these side areas as well, because I think that'll look better on the wall anyway, just having a full map taking up this entire wall. Same thing goes for the map of Ender Island. We'll do like all the sides and kind of get the island and fix this mess that I made. But yeah, that's going to have to be it for me today, because I got to get around to filming the World Tour. That needs to happen now. So, as mentioned several times, next episode is the World Tour. It's going to be a big one. Be sure to tune in for that, but that's going to do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this little bonus episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. If you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.